Hey everybody, and welcome back to Inspired Building. So today is going to be really, really fun, or at least to me it's fun. I'm going to show you guys an activity that I do for myself faithfully and that I actually do with my clients. And I took about 20 entrepreneur women to the mall one day, and we did a variation of the exercise we're going to do very quickly. And I'm gonna tell you guys, they were like petrified. And if you're one of those ladies that's listening today, you remember this exercise, but it was so much fun. So here's what it was. We went to the mall, and it was in a season where everybody was feeling a little stuck creatively. They couldn't have come up with blogs and videos, and they were just like, Kim, I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over and over. They just kind of felt kind of clogged up. And these women were from all gamuts: human resource professional, natural hair care, natural hair care provider. We had someone who's an artist. We had a painter, we had a writer, we had the gamut. So I was trying to think of what can I do to help them kind of get some ideas going. So I took them to this mall that was really creative, and I gave them all envelopes, and I told them, I said, I want you to come up with, in 2 hours, 5 blog posts, 3 videos. I want you to take pictures of things that inspire you, and all of the content needs to be related to your audience. And the blank stares came on. Because at first they were like, well, what am I, like, it was like, what? And I said, just walk the mall, find things that speak to you. And I gave them one example. And from that one example, when we came back after the end of 2 hours and we all had lunch, they were like high as a kite in a great way, in a good way. They were so pumped. They were excited. They had so many ideas. And many of them still use it to this day. So let me tell you what it is. If you're looking at this wall and you're probably thinking, okay, is this part of the activity? Yes. What it is that whenever you're feeling kind of clogged up just creatively, maybe you're trying to find new recipes, new ways of engaging your team, look around you and think of the things that could be good visually in terms of an example that you can utilize, or something that can creatively jumpstart your mindset. So like, for example, here's a row of baskets, right? And so to anyone, they're just baskets. Well, maybe to an HR professional, it could be like, you know what? I have a row of employees. Many of them have the same kind of skill set, yet they're each different people. How can I make each of them stand out, right? Maybe you're somebody who coaches a team of business owners, and they all do the same thing. Maybe you have a niche type of coaching group, and you're like, okay, they all do the same thing. How can I tell them each to do something different? Well, each basket is very different. Each basket holds different things. This one might hold certain objects that this one can't hold. So your blog post might be how to create differences in your market and how you can stand out. So that could be your blog post. That could be your video post. And you can come up with 5 different ways you can do that and create a 5-part series. Okay, that's an idea. This blanket is nice and plush. I have some at home. They are amazing. So what could you do for a blog post for this? Maybe you're someone that does customer service. Maybe you're looking at how you can create more engagement with your client base or your team members. So this is comfortable. So a blog post could be how to make the work environment more comfortable, more conducive, and more productive. Maybe you can write an article and help your business owners that maybe you're coaching on how to create, as we said in the last video, your hello engagement, make people feel comfortable and wanted and a part of your team. So this visual comfortable blanket can make you think about that. Here's another idea. This is a multicolored pillow, right? So what ideas can you come from that? How do you create a blended team that works well together? It's a beautiful pillow, the colors work, but they're all very different. So how do you blend differences? How do you create a culture where people who may not all be alike, look alike, seem alike, come from the same backgrounds, still blend and make it work? So you see how I'm kind of going with this? You pick objects in your day-to-day life that can speak to you. Here's 2 more quick examples. Like a stop sign. We all see stop signs in our neighborhoods no matter where we go. So maybe that stop sign could be a blog post on different ways you can stop self-sabotaging, different ways that maybe you need to pause and think and give people some tips around that. Maybe the stop sign might be, you know what? Whatever's happening around you, maybe it's your stop sign that you need to stop, pivot, and find a new direction and do X, Y, Z. Something simple as seeing a stop sign can give you that kind of idea. Here's another one, and I love this. So I can use either one of them. Here is like a light bulb around a beautiful design, right? But to some people, it could be a beautiful idea that is trapped. You can do a blog post that maybe you have a really great idea, and for some reason you're scared to launch it. Let that idea out, right? So you can look at things around you. If you ever feel stuck creatively, and find ways to kind of look at an object and say, what can I create from that? It gets the brain to going. It comes up, you come up with some really fun ideas, and this can work for anything, and I mean that. It can work for personal stuff, professional stuff. Maybe you're trying to find ways to just jog your personal life romantically. You can come up with that too. Same thing. How can you bring comfort to your marriage? Whatever it might be, I want you to have fun with this exercise. So challenge yourself to spend just a day, driving around, look at your environment, look at your surroundings, maybe go to a coffee shop, mall, whatever it might be that you feel safe with, because we know we're still in the middle of pandemic. But wherever you feel safe, and have fun with it. Come up with some ideas on creating new videos, posts, ways to engage in your personal and professional life. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. And I hope this encourages you to be inspired to build a little differently in a creative format.